What's up, guys? This is Crypto James talking to you today about Just. Now, Just is sort of a DeFi brainchild of Justin's son. I'm presuming it was literally named Just after him. Ego aside, this is starting to grow quite well. They've added something called JustLend, which is actually producing some pretty good interest yields. So I want to take a look at just what this can hit in the next bull cycle, and what it is. So, before I get into that, guys, if you are new to the channel, or even if you've forgotten what this is a spreadsheet of the first 26 coins that I spoke about on this channel. Now, when I made all these videos about these coins, I was sharing that I'm buying these cryptos up because I thought they were quality and I thought they were going to have some good gains, good profits. And you can see what the prices were of these coins when I recorded and released my vids. You can see the highs that these coins hit like 18 months on. And you can see what the profit would have been from $100 into each. Now, that would have been a $2,600 investment into 26 coins. If you just sold 18 months on, your profit would have been about 123 grand. Which is pretty good. Now, I sold these. They're not coins I own anymore. But when I started tracking the spreadsheet, when I started doing this, I was getting asked if I could keep sharing the coins that I'm in. That's why I created copymycrypto.com. That is a membership site where I share with all the members the coins that I own. So anytime I buy a crypto, I let the members know what the coin is, the gains I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in. When I sell a coin, I tell the members what coin I'm selling, what percentage I'm selling, what I'm doing with the profits, whether it's banking them or reinvesting them. Now, we started with a couple of hundred members, but obviously with the successes of stuff like Phantom, which went up nearly 700 times, we now have over 3,000 members. Check over how you got on in the last bull cycle. Did you make gains? Did you get 5x, 10x, 20x? See when you banked profits. And then go on to copymycrypto.com and see what the members did. You can see what the members invested, you can see what the members' profits were, and you can also see everything I've said historically on the site. It's all public record because it's all on the history of this channel, and you can make a decision if this is something you're interested in joining. Right, Just. Just is currently priced at 2.2 cents. Its all-time high is 20.83 cents. Now, Just is a DeFi solution built upon Tron. Now, the entire suite is centered around the Just coin. And they also have a stable lending platform known as Just Stable, although now JustLend DAO is what I'm talking about. So the platform launched through Poloniex, because that's another of Justin's son's products that he owns, and it was an initial exchange offering. There's a 2-token ecosystem, so it's built around USDJ, which is their stable coin that's pegged to the dollar, and the Just token. So Just has a few different functions. It pays interest, helping to maintain the platform, and participates in governance. Also helps to set the parameters for interest rates and sets the minimum collateralization ratio when you are trying to make profits. And they're building as many DeFi products as they can. Just is managed by the Just Foundation, which includes individuals from Alibaba, Tencent, IBM, and a number of other world-class internet companies. While Just's financial analysis team hails from several global investment banks. Some of the most prominent individuals include Terence F., who's a blockchain expert, ex-Barclays and an IBM employee, Elvis Zhang, who's a senior developer and experienced blockchain researcher, and Si Wu, who is a specialist in wallets and exchanges, as well as GL Kong, who's an experienced engineer and early crypto adopter. The full names and profiles of much of the team is not public. However, it appears the project shares some overlap with Tron's development team, since the platform was announced by Tron CEO and founder Justin's son. Now, what we can actually see is that since they still have Just Stable, that's the lender stablecoin. So since they've been up and running, they now have $8.9 billion in total value locked in just DeFi. The total value of money locked in on Tron is over 12.6 billion. But basically, 3/4 of the money in Tron is through Just's DeFi ecosystem, which is pretty spectacular. Like, this is one that I was never overly excited about, but the growth that they've had has been staggering. And JustLend is quite damn interesting. So JustLend is a portal where you can borrow and lend assets. The market size at the moment here is 4 billion. There's an entire article actually on coincoup.com about JustLend. I will say this feels very much like a paid review. However, it doesn't say that anywhere, so I'm presuming it isn't. But they do a full-on review of JustLend. So the core architecture is that customers deposit money into smart contracts on the platform with the asset offered to serve as the underlying asset. The smart contract transfers the underlying asset's J token to the user's account at the exchange rate. JustLend accepts money market assets in exchange for interest on loans. They have the ability to remove underlying assets that they have given at any moment. So it's always worth noting that. Now, if you jump onto the actual app, you'll be able to see how this plays. It's pretty decent, to be fair, when it loads. So you can rent energy, get up to 50% subsidies, renting it 100,000 energy. So look, so Tron. So you can see what the supply APY is. You can see what the borrow APY is. You can see what it is on Sun. You can see. So BitTorrent actually, right now, is a perfect one to do because the supply APY is higher than the borrow. So you could supply a ton of BitTorrent, you'll get a solid 20.77% yield. You can then borrow a bunch of BitTorrent and then resupply it and borrow and resupply it. And because the yield is better at supply than it is demand, than it is borrow, is literally you're just going to make money on money on money every time you do it. And you can see it works with a few of these cryptos at the moment. It works for Just, it works for Win, it works for NFT, Ape NFT as well. So they've got a nice little setup here that is highly profitable right now. It's a good opportunity. You can get stable earnings. The price oracle and anti-fraud mechanism they have protect your assets. There's also energy rental. So you can see price for renting 100,000 energy. So the first subsidies for energy rental. So the price is 8.362 Tron per day. You can also get 100,000 energy by staking. And then as a result, so let's say you wanted, I don't know, 100,000. Let's go with 100,000. So 5,890 Tron will be staked to acquire energy, and the amount obtained may vary on the Tron network. And you can then see the expected rental subsidies as well. So you can see the prepaid rent. Like, this is a nice little feature. This is clever. So there's a rental model. It's a decent idea, and you can see that actually the pickup, the unit price for renting energy is obviously going up, but it's an interesting idea. It's an interesting concept. Again, and you can actually read through what it actually says here. And then let's have a look at staked Tron. So it's Tron, you'll get 5.46% interest on Tron, which isn't bad. So energy rental features. So through staked TRX and energy rental, users can not only gain higher rewards, but also rent energy with more flexible solutions, simpler operations and lower cost, further expands the depth and scalability of the JustLend DAO. Meanwhile, to promote healthy and sustainable development of the Just ecosystem, JustLend DAO will start the Just Buyback and Burn program with the platform profits, where all Just holders can enjoy the value increase due to the Just token burn. And if you want more information about energy rental, you can go through it. So, all transactions on JustLend DAO consume energy, which can only be obtained through staking or burning. This involves high costs as well as lengthy processes. Therefore, JustLend DAO launches the energy rental service, which enables users to rent energy anytime with a much lower price compared to staking or burning Tron. The rental can be ended at any point. So how would you use it? On the energy rental page of the unit, you can see how to set up and get the energy rent. Once you click Rent Now and sign your wallet, you'll rent energy. The total payment includes your rent and security deposit. For information on how it's calculated, there are rules. And during your rental, if you find the energy amount is insufficient or you want to rent for a longer duration, you can click the Rent More Energy or External Rent. And that rent just allows you to process transactions. So it's a nice way of sort of offsetting costs within the ecosystem as well. And making sure that people don't have to necessarily spend a ton to get a transaction through. Again, nice feature I like. Just is buyable everywhere, guys. I would highly recommend if you're going to get it from Bitget. As of right now, Bitget have $1,000 sign-up bonus. I partnered with Bitget because I think they're going to be a top 5 exchange. I think they're outstanding. And if you use the partner link that's in the descriptions, it will give you discounts on trading fees. And then if you are an active trader on Binance or anywhere else and you don't have an account with Bitget, sign up for one. Use the partner link and do exactly what you're doing on the other exchanges, and you'll be eligible for a $1,000 Tether airdrop. You can put that into a coin, it 10x's. Beautiful. You made 10 grand doing nothing different in your life. Think about it. One of the first things these guys did was get Lionel Messi on board. That must have cost a lot of money. They have big goals to be in one of the top exchanges, if not the top. But, you know, they're quality. And like I say, their earn features and their copy trading features, but I know a few people that use these. I've really enjoyed them. They also have their launch pad, and right now Type It is on their launch pad. If you join and you're holding the Bitget token, you'll be able to earn some Type It, or you'll be able to get some Type It allocated to yourself. Anytime they've had a launch pad moment, something's went on, usually on average at least 20%. It's an easy, quick money maker. So yeah, the link for Bitget's in the description, the partner link. So in terms of Just, they've grown this. The JustLend DAO is actually quite exciting. Now the coin supply is 8.9 billion Just. Now, Just only been through one bull cycle. But it did hit heights of sort of 20 cents. I mean, we know that was its all-time high, around 20 cents. Were it to hit 20 cents right now, that would put it in a market cap of 1.6 billion. Given the amount of money locked into Just right now, that seems achievable. The problem is it's went through one bull cycle. It might not have that excitement, that momentum again. Even though this is clearly being used a lot, one bull cycle is no guarantee of profits in terms of like breaking a new all-time high. I look at this and I go, the target point should be at least 15 cents, but realistically, guys, it should break an all-time high. I'm being conservative right now because I do want to see how the JustLend protocol, the JustLend DAO grows, because that's where the money is going to start flowing from my perspective. Although obviously Just Stable's there. But I'll reevaluate this in a few months. But if they're growing like if the JustLend protocol is getting used more and more and more, I will completely reevaluate and I'll be looking at a new all-time high. But right now, I'd conservatively just say 15 cents is kind of the target point right now. But if you are a user of JustLend, how are you finding it? Do you like it? Is it easy to use? Are you making good profits? Let me know in the comments. down below. And if you're a returning viewer or a new viewer, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. You're going to get info on this channel you don't get elsewhere, so you don't want to miss that. The information is going to help you make money. Again, you don't want to miss that. And guys, if you want to copy along with my crypto investments, you can do. I set up copymycrypto.com after I was asked by a lot of my subscribers to continue sharing the coins that I was getting in. That's how the spreadsheet started. And then that's how Copy My Crypto started. We started with a couple of hundred members. Now we have over 3,000 members that are copying along and making the same profits I do. If you want to make the gains without doing any of the work, that's what Copy My Crypto is. I dive into the markets every day. I find coins that I think are winners. I tell the members what the coins are and they copy along. There's literally no work involved. So if you've never got around to reading the site, pause the video, go on to copymycrypto.com. Go see what I've said in the past. Go see what the members achieved in the last bull cycle. Everything on that site is public record. So you can verify every single thing you read and you can make a decision if this is something that you would like to do. And that's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.